Words of Faith. The Christian Book Show is brought to you by VirtueRadioNetwork.com.
Hello, I'm Judith Norman. Welcome to Words of Faith, the Christian Book Show, where we celebrate the best in Christian and inspirational literature. Are you or someone you know planning to walk down the aisle this summer? Or perhaps you're already married, or maybe you're still believing God for your divine mate. No matter what your marital status is, my guest, JoAnna Weaver, best-selling author of the new book, With This Ring, Promises to Keep, is here to share what she learned when she took an intimate, line-by-line look at the traditional wedding vows. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this week's episode of Words of Faith. JoAnna Weaver is a pastor's wife, a Bible study leader, and an author whose works include the best-selling Having a Merry Heart in a Martha World, and her latest release, With This Ring, Promises to Keep. JoAnna Weaver, welcome to Words of Faith.
Thank you. It's so wonderful to be with you.
Today we're talking about the new edition of your book, With This Ring, Promises to Keep. What's the difference between this new edition versus the previous one?
Well, it's so exciting because actually With This Ring was my very first book. So to have it re-released in a new edition is wonderful. The first edition was more a gift book, pictures, beautiful art, full color, kind of a coffee table book, where this book is more text-driven. And while there is some graphic design inside, it's really the stories and the quotes and the words that drive it. However, it's kind of neat because along with the beautiful two-color design, they've left little pages scattered throughout where the bride and groom can just kind of record their memories of their courtship as well as their wedding.
It's wedding season, and a lot of couples will be making promises. With This Ring explores the traditional marriage vows. What I really like is the way you broke down each verse and gave us some insight on the origins of the marriage ceremony. For instance, I didn't know that the word wed came from the same root word as wage. Tell us a little more about that.
Well, it was fascinating to look at the words that we say. I think we mean them from our hearts, but we don't always know what we mean. And as I began to explore the history as well as the meaning, I realized that, yes, wed is, it was to take to oneself. And it struck me as I realized how much my husband loves me so unselfishly and gives so much of himself. And that's kind of where I begin to realize more of the meaning of the word wage, that it does cost to love with an eternal love, but the rewards are so sweet. And after 26 years of marriage, I can say it just gets more precious every day.